mamas. If you've ever felt like you are running on empty, this video is for you. We've all heard the expression, you can't pour from an empty cup. But what does it really mean? Especially for us busy mamas who are always on the go. How can we nourish ourselves? How can we just fill our cup up just a little bit more each day? Hi, welcome. I'm Stephanie. I'm a life coach for moms who just want to slow down a little bit, be more present, grounded, so they can just show with more intention in motherhood and life. So, okay, let's dive right in today. So what does an empty cup mean? And we know that feeling of being just disheveled, right? We're distracted, we're overwhelmed. You ever feel like that? You're doing something, but your mind is elsewhere, right? Maybe you feel like you're in a fog. You got 100 things you're juggling, and then the one task that you're doing is not the one that you're really focused on at the time, right? It's functioning on autopilot. How many times you just go through the motions of just daily living? Right? What did I really do today? You just do it automatically. So you can get through a meal, all the meals. Did I eat today? What did I eat, right? We just get into this going through the motions. We also make more mistakes, right? They're just mistakes that we make because we're overwhelmed, because we're distracted, because we're in that foggy state, right? And we snap at our children more. You know, we're just, our patience is a little shorter, right? And somehow they know when our patience is shorter to push a few more buttons, right? But again, just that empty cup of still having to do, right? We still have that to-do list. We still have the house that needs to clean, the children that are calling for our attention. How can we be present? How can we be grounded? How can we fill our cups? Because again, we're still pouring, we're still serving, we're still doing, right? But we're tired, exhausted, drained, just depleted. Maybe running on fumes. And this is a signal, not that you're failing, not that a reflection of your parenting, not a reflection of who you are, but it's a signal, okay, maybe to slow down, to take a breath. And I know it feels like you can never slow down. It feels like you can never just, again, catch your breath. It feels like everything is so much more important, right? How am I going to catch a breath? How am I going to slow down? How am I going to fill my cup when there's so much to do? And it's only going to get me further behind if I pause. But sometimes in that pause, that's again, we can put just a little bit more in, right? We're not, just put a little bit more into our cup, a little bit more of that nourishment. And what is nourishment really? Right? It's not always a trip to the spa. We can't always fit that. It's luxury, right? We don't always have time or to be able to fit that in. But nourishment is that when you're a child, again, talking about your child pushing your buttons, right? You're gonna deep breath in, exhaling out, right? You're nourishing that oxygen. Maybe it's taking a step outside. Even in the busyness, right? Just pausing, just to step outside, maybe step away from the computer. Maybe depending on the ages of your children, maybe let's go for a walk. Let's just get outside together. Or maybe they're a little older and you can just go outside for a breather. Maybe you're juggling work, business. Children are at school, you're trying to get all that done while they're at school before they get home. Right? We're gonna rush, gotta go. Okay, take a breath, right? Come back, I just did a video last week on setting intentions. Simply going back to your intention. What is my intention for today? What is my intention for the season I'm in? What is my intention for what I'm doing, right? How are you showing up? How do you want to show up? What would nourish you? What would give you, again, that fuel, that energy? Right? It's pausing and checking in. What is it that I need? I know I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling overwhelmed, distracted. What do I need? Just asking yourself that. Maybe you haven't gotten together with your girlfriends in so long, right? Or when you do, it's all about the kids. Maybe meeting up for some coffee. Maybe just getting on a phone call with them. Maybe you've been spending, your time has been on social media and you're just feeling it draining your energy, right? You feel like maybe it's questioning, maybe when you're going online, you just see the pretty houses and all the smiles, right? Maybe pausing, maybe nourishing yourself is stepping away from social media. It doesn't mean permanently, just for a time, right? So you can get a breather. Maybe when you're pausing, you realize, oh, geez, I haven't really eaten a healthy meal in a while, right? You've just been eating kids' leftovers. We've all been there, just eating whatever the kids didn't finish, right? You eat it on the go. Maybe it's checking in and say, okay, I'm gonna plan a couple of meals. I'm not, you're not going from 0 to 180, right? Just getting all the meals in. But maybe, what can I do? Maybe getting some fresh fruits. And just being intentional about eating it, right? Having the whole layoff, not just what leftovers your kids didn't eat. Maybe it's realizing that you just need more sleep. And motherhood and sleep, right? Sometimes I'm going to do a video on that one. Motherhood and sleep. How do we get more sleep? But again, maybe just coming up with a nighttime routine. Allowing yourself to drift off into sleep at a more reasonable hour so that you wake up feeling more refreshed. Right? So again, checking in, see how you're doing, and where that nourishment needs, where it would, what it would fit into. Is it your physical health? Is it your mental well-being? And maybe you're not feeling challenged. Maybe you're just feeling those mundane tasks, right? And you want something a little bit more challenging, finding something more creative. Or maybe it's been so much mental capacity being, you just want something to slow it down a little bit. Again, finding what supports you in the season that you're in and the routines that you're doing. Without guilt. There's no guilt, right? We can't run full speed without nourishment. We can't run and keep this pace up. Check in. How long can you keep the pace up that you're going before you burn out, before you crash? Some of those little signals. Sometimes it's your heart needing more meaningful connection. Sometimes it's just a sign that you need to slow down. But, if we don't give our bodies what they need, when they're whispering to us, maybe you feel a few aches, maybe you feel a little discomfort. If we don't listen to them when they're telling us those little signals, before they get louder and louder, and before long they're screaming, our bodies are screaming at us, right? If we don't slow down, we've heard those stories. Someone doesn't slow down, the next thing they know, they're on their bed, right? They're crashing. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you at all. So again, checking in. What is it that would help you to feel nourished? Without guilt. There's no guilt in this. And the beautiful thing is when you take time to nourish yourself, you set the example for your kiddos. They let them know it's okay to slow down. It's okay to take a breather. It's okay to, have some quiet time. It's okay to go for a walk. It's okay just to, close your door. And obviously, depending on the ages of your children, but finding ways that fit into your schedule, into your daily lifestyle, so that you can enjoy it. Again, without guilt, there's no shame. No mother can go full speed all the time. Okay. Maybe it's reaching out to another mother and, swap it, your kids, she watches your kids for a little bit, you watch hers for a longer duration, right? And we need that longer break. But also finding ways to weave just little breaks, little ounces to put in your cup at a time. Find what feels good for you. I just encourage you, invite you, what would nourish you? I'd love to hear about it. Feel free to write it in the chat, in the comments below. Okay, without guilt. If you want some ideas, if you want some support just from that, managing the stress, I have a little booklet. The link is in the description, the notes description. As well as if you want some one-to-one support, feel free to reach out to me. Go to my website. Let's book a call. Let's chat. Again, I'd love to support you. If you just have questions about this call, about this video, again, feel free to reach out to me. Book a call, curiosity call. There's no pressure. Just an opportunity to get to know each other. I'd love to hear about your journey and any ways that I can support you. And thank you so much for making time to watch this. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Feel free to subscribe just for the weekly updates. From my mama's heart to yours. See see you. You're doing wonderful, beautiful, beautiful mamas. Thank you.